What's up, everybody? Is there anybody out there? Nobody, huh? Nobody here. Is there anybody here? Hello? Is that Tasha? That I think it's Tasha? Is this Mrs. Toe? That would be exciting if that's who I think it is. Oh my goodness. Hello, Mrs. Toe. Haven't seen you around in quite a bit. That's a pleasure to have. People often talk about Gerard and in a very positive fashion, ma'am. He's I know it doesn't compare to you, but he's missed by the community very much. Only got 2 people commenting in the chat. This is odd. I don't know. That's weird. Is NVCap live? Oh God. Does Tommy have a catch? Well, either way, we're here. We are here, fuckers, and we're talking food talk today. The NAACP. I did not know that they had a conference going on right now. I'll make sure to send a formal apology. This is super weird. There's 3 people that have chatted. Super fucking strange. Well, either way, we got 4 people, and we're going to talk food today. So, first thing I want to ask is, what's everybody's favorite candy bar? You're at 7-Eleven, you're 11 years old, you got $2 in your pocket. What is it that you're buying? I agree, more people should make food. What new food places down my way? I tell you what, there was, I want to say it was called Rocky's Hot Chicken. There was this thing called the Mighty Sando, in down by the beach. And it's the food so nice, I ate it twice. I had 2 1,300-calorie oversized sandwiches right to the fucking gullet because America. Berry Ice is not a candy bar, I don't think. I'm talking Kit Kat, Snickers, Reese's, Payday, Rolo, York, Three Musketeers. Milky Way, Fifth Avenue, Nutrageous, Big Cup. What are we? What are we looking at here? Susan, don't conjure her anger. This is a safe space, Patcon. Don't you do it. Mind your damn business. Mind your goddamn business. Y'all are so mean. Does anybody can tell me what the favorite candy bar is? Fucking John Gotti and White Claw are talking about geography. PHI is food shaming me. Patcon supporting both narcotic abuse and fuckery amongst people. And PvP's live? Go to PvP Catch. I'll still be live. What is PvP's new channel? If someone's a mod, can you please drop it? American Spirit, Dark Blue. Isn't that a cigarette? Ellen Degenerate? Fuck. No one's gonna admit their favorite candy bar. I had like a whole series of questions. I wanted to take the pulse of the community, see what we like to eat. Sammy Joe's up in that corner of the country that they get fucking cheese curds. You eat it and it squeaks in your mouth. It's fucking weird. I don't think God's okay with it. Yeah, what's your favorite candy bar? Ellen Degenerate. They're seasonal, but I'm impartial to the Cadbury cream egg myself. And for some reason, the Reese's eggs were always better than a Reese's cup. Yeah, but you know what I'm talking about, though. Yeah, squeaky cheese is fucking weird. Why you gotta be extra, Ellen Degenerate? Just pick a fucking generic. Nestle Crunch, nothing? We're gonna sit out here doing like obscure fucking. What's up to you, Rockstar? Hope things are well up in Pennsylvania, sir. Much respect to you as well. Okay, score is like a legitimate thing. Sub-Zero. I guess no one's gonna entertain me on this conversation, huh? What's up, wood chipper? Sandy bars, yeah. Culver's has deep fried cheese curds that are fucking delicious. If anyone has a Culver's in their hometown, it's really like instead of mozzarella sticks, they're just like fried cheese balls, but they are fucking outstanding. So we've got Zanny bars, fentanyl, and score. That's what the community is willing to share with us. No one wants to dox their favorite candy bar, huh? Mike and Ike's and Nerds and Red Hots, bro. That's like never been my shit. I never understood how somebody could have like money to go to the corner store and get a fucking Red Hot or a Mike and Ike or a Nerd or those little banana fruits, whatever the fuck they were called. I wonder if White Claw and John remember Enigma, Club Rio, Club Exit. Trying to think if there's anything that I'm missing. Sound Factory. Little big pun reference there. Dead in the middle of Little Italy. Little did we know that we riddled to middlemen that didn't do diddly. I mean, Limelight. There we go. Payday and paydays are fun. Snickers are decent. That's They don't quite satisfy my inner fat guy for some reason. I wish I knew why, but they don't. They don't satisfy my outer fat guy either. How about fast food restaurants? You guys got $8 in your pocket. You don't get paid for 3 days, and you're just fucking depressed, and you're gonna go somewhere and get an oversized value meal. Where are we going? We're doing Taco Bell. We're doing Jack in the Box, Burger King, McDonald's. If anybody says Hardee's, you can get the fuck out of my chat. This is Tan Guy Tuesday. Tan Guy Tuesday, because I've been in the sun the last couple of days. I'm in standstill traffic, y'all. I created a snack company. Snacks would be called Your Mom. So when someone asks what's your favorite snack, that's it's a little overzealous, but okay. So I fuck with Wendy's. Little spicy nuggets and Baconator. Wendy's fries are good too. They're like the closest thing to resemble a real potato. I fuck with Wendy's. Even the chili at Wendy's wasn't bad. If you're back in the day, anyone old enough to remember, for 99 cents, you can get chili and a baked potato. Yo, everybody's been there where you say, give me a cup of water at the self-serve places, but they, everybody's been there where you get the cup of water and then you put something from the fountain in there. And McDonald's for me was always the orange iced tea. That was my shit when I was a kid, man. Like, come for the questionable beef and stay for the diabetes. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. I'm loving it. Biggie size that bitch. You guys are not playing this game at all. Oh man, you have no idea. That's some of my buddies back in the day would some of my buddies would compete, and I would every now and again get like, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds, I'm gonna get fucking shredded, and then I'm like, cheese is fucking delicious. I want more dialogue. Like I want to see actual orders. Has anyone ever done anything off a secret menu? I went to Arby's and I got the meat mountain. If anyone's ever seen what that is. Gray's papaya. If anyone's from New York, get that fucking pineapple soda, 2 hot dogs with sauerkraut for like $4.50. Holy shit! Somebody almost just drove into me. They're FaceTiming. I'm calling the kettle black because I'm fucking paneling right now. But we're gonna I'll let this guy go because he's a dick. I've been to In-N-Out Burger. It was good. I mean, I think it's a little bit overhyped, to be honest with you. Um, I think that Penn Station for you should try them. Yeah, I think I'm over being a panelist. I'm gonna gain 130 pounds and start doing mukbangs live on TV. I'm gonna do hot ones for fun by myself. That's kind of where I'm at in life right now. What about the movie theater, y'all? Y'all going to see Bad Boys 1 back in like 1999? You got 16 bucks in your pocket to go to town. Like, what are we doing? Let's be honest. We're all just going to 7-Eleven. Jesus Christ. AMC for a Harbor First movie skip, Japanese bought 7-Eleven. Yeah, that was a legit thing back in the day. Like you try to like smuggle snacks in and you felt like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible, hoping that like the stoned out, disenfranchised usher checking your ticket doesn't notice that you got like a king size, Three Musketeers bar melting in your belt. I was stuck in traffic and you weren't enough for me. I thought food would be more of a, I thought more people would be excited to talk about. All right, everybody. Favorite cut of steak and go. I'm a weirdo. I either like the fattiest cut or the leanest, like center cut filet mignon or like a fucking ribeye. Ribeye with garlic butter, sauteed onions and mushrooms, or filet mignon with some kind of a silly little demi glaze. Shit, y'all. I am looking at a lot of traffic. Cow and a blowtorch. Yeah, I popped up earlier and I saw NTF and Judy were going at it, and I was like, you know what? No one's ever gotten in a fist fight while eating a steak and a Reese's Fast Break. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of mankind. I fuck with the New York strip heavy. I think the strip and the ribeye, is that what makes a porterhouse? Am I crazy on that? I could be wrong. I think the porterhouse is like two cuts of steak in one, but with the bone. Don't you love when people don't zipper merge? Especially when it's a little feminine fucking cuckboy. Some people suck, y'all. What are you gonna do? Nothing we really can do. Not gonna lie, bro. If the community just put a cow on a spit, we all broke bread together one day, who knows what could happen? Mad cow disease. Maybe that's what happened to us. Maybe this happened, back before the machines took over, like in the Matrix. All right, what about shitty pizza? We looking at Papa John's, Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut. What are we? You guys are drunk at a college party, and those four places are open at 2:37 a.m. Where are we going? Domino's, Little Caesars, Pizza Hut, or Papa John's, Little Caesars, Domino's. Am I forgetting anything? Domino's, Papa John's, Little Caesar, Pizza Hut. I guess those are the four. Wing Street at Pizza Hut is kind of, I don't support that movement. Like they vaguely resemble wings, but something about it is just not okay. Tony G's, is that like the one that you put in the oven from the freezer? I've had Little Caesar, man. They're all kind of the same, fucking cardboard and ketchup. But bacon cheddar cheeseburger, Domino's Pizza, when I was a kid, was my shit. Thanks, visibility. It's totally me, not somebody else. It's not letting me change my avatar either, which is kind of weird. There we go. This is how I feel after like a sick chest day when I stop at Popeyes for a spicy chicken sandwich. This is literally how I feel. Let's talk about that chicken sandwich. We doing Chick-fil-A? We doing Popeyes? Anybody out there in the chat? What are we doing? Fuck you. That looks like me and Zangief from Street Fighter 2 had had a child out of wedlock. That's what that looks like. Neither. Nobody fucking asked you, Brandon. You probably like your chicken sandwiches aged, like your women. Little strange fellow. So nobody's really chatting about the pizza. Nobody really chatted about the fast food. Let's go ice cream. Fuck ice cream. We doing salted caramel, cookies and cream, Neapolitan, orange sherbet. What's up, NVCap? We're talking food. We're talking food. Are we doing waffle cone or a sugar cone? Or are we doing it in a cup, people? What are we doing? You're gross. Dude, I fuck with Ben and Jerry's. That's I've been to an actual Ben and Jerry's place up in, I think it was Rhode Island. Newport was I think it was the original. Can't be sure. Rocky Road. I will not say no to Rocky Road, but I'll never go out of my way to find it. I'm a towel. Okay. Right out the gallon. Yeah, I'm not. Whenever you get a pint of ice cream and it says like fucking 6 servings, like to who? Haagen-Dazs. That's straight out of the land of Mike Saha. I wouldn't call it D tier, but it's a B minus C plus. Up in the top. Obviously, chocolate peanut butter swirl is up there. Cookie dough, if it has enough cookie dough. Cookies and cream, if it's creamy enough, is in the A tier. Pralines and cream from Baskin Robbins was always fucking good. Bro, you're fucking hell. Why don't you come up here and talk about it then? Come state your case. This is the court of public opinion. The people's court of public opinion. Fucking hell takes in. Dude, I'm not gonna lie, man. A root beer float is green tea ice cream at the Japanese spot. I'm not gonna say I hate it. Not gonna say I hate it. This guy's a fucking sociopath. Neapolitan by fucking Blue Bunny or whatever it was in the plastic half-gallon tub at Walmart. It's got that chalky ass strawberry and the bland ass vanilla. It's kind of what I just said, Pecon. Stop stealing my thunder. All right, what are we doing for toppings? We doing hot fudge, butterscotch, caramel glaze, sprinkles, crushed Oreos, Reese's Pieces. What the fuck? What are we throwing on that bitch? There's an asteroid headed towards Earth in 37 hours. We all realize there's no point left to anything, so we're gonna go raid the fucking aisles at Publix, Walmart, or Food Line, or Winn-Dixie. Dude, if they made pre-workout ice cream, I'd be a fucking spokesman. Just fucking taking a half gallon of cookies and cream to the face, throwing up 405 on the bench, saying, "Let's fucking go." Fuck with it heavy. We doing whipped cream. We doing crushed walnuts. M&Ms. What are we throwing on the ice cream? And then nobody gave orange sherbet a shout out. That's my orange and lemon sherbet. I fuck with pretty heavy. What if Ben and Jerry's will ever come out with like catcher edition ice creams? That'd be fun. Are you talking about the raw GNC brand protein? Is that what you mean? I got a Ninja Creamy. So Rise now makes a Skippy peanut butter flavored protein that's pretty amazing. I do that with unsweetened almond milk and some of that coffee caramel shit. I think it's actually pronounced sorbet, not even sherbet. That's what I thought you were talking about. Strawberry bananas, fucking that's an A tier, especially post workout because you don't really want that like chocolate peanut butter feeling going down your gullet. You want to at least pretend like you're eating something resembling natural food. What's up, SEO? We're talking food. We're talking diabetes, hypertension, adult obesity. Oh God. Oh God. Somebody walked in and chose violence. Maybe that fella knows some. Maybe there's some like European ice cream that we don't even have over here. Some like illegal black market shit out of the fucking streets of Amsterdam. Yo, Fruity Pebble protein is fucking fire, full tooth. Fruity Pebbles protein is absolutely fucking incredible. She doesn't have wrinkles. She just has. Yeah, best protein flavors. All right, let's do this. I actually like making protein French toast. I'll do the cinnamon toast crunch protein with egg whites, soak it overnight in the bread, and then pan fry them the next day. Those are pretty good. If I'm just mixing it with almond milk, probably the Fruity Pebbles one. If I'm making a smoothie, probably cookies and cream. Dippin' Dots. I remember they had the machines for those certain places. You go get them, and it's really just chalky ice cream, but it was cool to look at. Yeah, Cold Stone came out with a protein for a little bit. They cross branded with Synthesix. They had like some German chocolate fudge shit. That was a big letdown. Pre workouts are hard to come by that taste decent, but Rise seems to be the go to. The Rocket Pop one is pretty good. They make Bazooka Joe, like the grape bubble gum. They make Kool Aid Fruit Punch. That's pretty good. The Sunny D Orange let me down. No shit. Pretty fucking wild. Well, they make this shit now called Magic Spoon, like high protein cereal. It's not bad. Then they have another one too called Catalina Crunch. My favorite energy drink, that's gonna be Monster Ultra Sunrise. That's the 0 calorie Monster Orange. That is without a doubt my favorite energy drink. I don't even think I have a second favorite one. There's nothing out there that really speaks to me. Yeah, no. And then Rise came out too with a pre-workout called Baja Blast. That was pretty fucking awesome. Yo, holy shit! That is a throwback, Steve. Dave VPX Redline and the little aluminum or plastic like bottle cans they used to sell. I remember that shit. Holy fuck! That is a throwback. If anybody's a little bit older than that, ABB used to make this shit called Speed Stack and what was the other one? Adrenaline Rush? No, Speed Stack and Nitro Force. And those had like this is back before we knew ephedrine was bad for you. That shit would make you run through a goddamn wall. Uh, yeah, the pre workouts used to have ephedrine, and then they had synephrine. Yeah, caffeine doesn't hit the same once you've had that other shit, but apparently people were dropping like flies. Do they still make VPX Redline? Everybody now is all on that ghost shit in the C4, man. Like, y'all can keep Ghost and C4. I'm not a fan. I'll take Rise over each of them. Bro, back in the day when you took that shit, like, especially as an appetite suppressant, like, you would not want to eat for a day. Like, if you want to work out and cut calories, that shit was, oof. You're like Ric Flair, just fucking, woo, smacking fucking people in the chest. That's the problem with Monster. It's like 130 milligrams of caffeine. Doesn't really get you going. Just kind of takes the edge off a little bit. It's like if you're trying to taper off energy drinks, Monster's the way to go. Boomer energy drink talk hours. Well, you tell us your favorite. Maybe we're wrong. Full hand. Be nice. Don't be rude. I'm 77, Brandon. Yo, I fuck with Rip It. The 0 calorie orange and the 0 calorie lime. Yeah, they sell those at the Dollar Tree. I fuck with Rip It heavy. If anybody out there, go if you want to try to save some money and still get your energy drink fix, go to Dollar Tree and try the Rip Its. They're not bad. Phentermine, is that herbal fen bullhand? Is that what we're talking about now? Yo, Dollar Tree Energy is the shit. Don't knock it till you try it. 160 milligrams of caffeine. Now it's not the Dollar Tree anymore. Technically, like the $1.25 tree, but and they just started carrying them at this place called Ingles. Ozempic. I don't know what DNP is, Bubba. How do we go from food to diabetic medications for weight loss? Either way, we got here. Stop being a pussy and just do meth. I don't know, man. I've been working my way up for 40 somewhat years. Maybe one day. Maybe one day. But not today. I don't know who Boogie is and that they faked cancer. Who's Boogie? No, man. I've seen what meth does to people. That drug is a snatcher of souls. People can typically come back from anything. I've seen some people who they're just perma tweaked. So hats off to whoever's able to get off meth, but that is an ugly, ugly, ugly drug, man. And it doesn't kill people the way fentanyl or heroin does. It just kind of it takes their life when their body's still moving. Yeah, fuck crystal meth. What does Animal Fury taste like? It's watermelon flavored, the one that I get. It's a prescription. Oh shit, it was 20 pounds? Fuck yeah, maybe. Meth powered the great. I did hear that the Nazis were on amphetamines. I do believe that's true. Yeah, I still to this day don't really know what kratom is. We talk about fentanyl, we talk about meth. It's funny, right? Like cocaine's not even like really a drug anymore to most people. It's like, oh, you do heroin and coke, pussy. Try meth and fentanyl. Uh, yeah, and I recently found out too. Some people. This was shocking to me. I didn't know you could eat crystal meth. Not that you should, or my channel advocates it, but I always thought you either had to shoot it or snort it. Some people just consume it via the mouth, which is fucking wild. Is kratom a drug? Anybody feel comfortable enough that they have enough info to tell me that? Is kratom a drug? It is a drug. Okay, there we go. Yeah, if people can drink responsibly, my hat's off to them. If you can smoke some weed and not fucking do dumb shit, like for real, go for it. Just benzos and amphetamines and coke is where I think that's where the line is drawn. But who am I? I don't have the right to judge. Just for me anyway. Alcohol did enough for me. I didn't need anything else on top of it. Kratom's like caffeine. Okay. With opioid-like alkaloids. No shit. Kratom actually comes with withdrawal. No shit. And is it pronounced kratom or kratom? You know what's wild? If I don't know anyone out there's ever watched Intervention, I've seen people that get addicted to fucking keyboard duster. Keyboard duster. I thought it was kratom. I feel like I heard that somewhere, but everybody just calls it kratom. Look at Bad Mom getting corrected by Matt down in the chat. That is delicious. Yeah, I mean, some people huff paint, but the keyboard duster shit is fucking wild. Like they had this one kid, his entire room was filled like 3 feet high with keyboard duster. And I'm wondering like who the first guy to be like, I want to get fucked up, but I have no alcohol or pills, so I'm just gonna start huffing keyboard duster. Is that a real thing? I feel like I've heard maybe it's an urban legend, but I feel like I've heard something about urinal cakes. Or am I feeling maybe that's the Mandela effect? But I do feel like I heard something about urinal cakes once. That's 100% real. All right, I feel like I have to go to Google. I think I'm being trolled. Oh, the dude who had like the made up gun to shoot the shadow people crawling on the roof and shit. Yeah, that no part of that looks like a good time. Psychedelics are a fun one. I've never done them, but they don't really seem to harm anybody from what I've seen. Like I've never heard of anybody doing DMT and you know abandoning their family or robbing a bank. So apparently, this is where food talk takes us. Urinal cakes, and kratom. Is that Rodney Dangerfield or Mitch Hedberg? I used to do drugs. I still do, but I used to too. I think that's Rodney. It's a relatively informative panel. Real highbrow commentary here, folks. That was Mitch. Okay. Yeah, I couldn't remember if it was Mitch Hedberg or Rodney. I forget the joke was the other day, but I was with people and I gave, I don't know if it was Dave Chappelle or Kevin Hart. I was like, oh, one of my favorite comics, so and so said this. And then someone from a cubicle was like, that's a fucking Dave Chappelle. And everyone's like, yeah, Ray literally said that it was a Dave Chappelle joke. When it comes to the point, you're checking yourself in your visor mirror and huffing a can of keyboard dust at 11 a.m. in a CVS parking lot, you're going to have a bad time. An escalator, an escalator can never be out of order. It can only become stairs. Somebody asked me if I wanted a frozen banana, and I wasn't hungry, but I thought maybe I'd want a regular banana later. So I said yes. I wish I could have been there when they named the Doubletree Hotel. Someone said we should call it Triple Tree. They said, no, that is preposterously far too many trees. Someone said, how about tree? That is not nearly enough. And I said, I do believe I have the answer. Fucking Mitch Hedberg. Rest in peace, Mitch. One of a kind. Mitch Hedberg. If you don't know who he is, go fucking watch him on YouTube. Funny dude. Creative motherfucker. Norm MacDonald had anything. Like, that shit is financially responsible. You're telling me I can buy a drug today and get high like 11 years later? Norm was, I never got to meet Norm or anything like that. And like very seldom to like celebrity deaths. Like I was sad we never got to see him on Rogan. You know, he had the Norm Macdonald show was amazing with like Nick Swartzen and Super Dave, but I always wanted to see that conversation between Joe and Norm for 3 hours. Norm Macdonald was a special dude. Truly, truly, truly a creative fucking monster, Norm Macdonald was. School of Logic joke was fucking amazing. So logically, what you're telling me is, yeah. When I hunt bourbon releases, yeah, alcohol's a subtle one, man. One can only hope. One can only hope. Fuck saving Walt Disney's brain, saving Norm's. Yeah, Norm was also a big fan of my favorite comic, Patrice O'Neill. Those two guys were just so fucking unique, man. You know, like everybody's kind of in the vein of somebody else. You know, both of those guys, you look at them and I didn't know Tommy had a catch. Case Swizzle. I literally got in the car and went live. I had a 45-minute drive to a job that I'm doing. So if WWE gives me 120 million to wrestle any wrestler, who would it be? Ooh, that's a who would that be? Superfly Jimmy Snuka murdered somebody, so I'd like to hurt him. Yeah, I've had the good chance of meeting Colin Quinn a couple of times, Steve Dave, which was that was a neat experience. I got to see them film Tough Crowd. It was at Kaufman Studios in Astoria. So one place I got to see Patrice, I got to see Jim Norton, Greg Giraldo. Yeah, Tough Crowd was the shit, Steve. That was like before podcasts, like before Rogan and Mark Normand and Shane Gillis and all these guys are doing what they do on the internet. Like Colin was the first guy to be like, and then there was also a show with, it was called The Green Room with, I think his name's Paul Provenza. Kind of the same idea. He just sit down with four comics and, oh, if I got to meet Jim a couple of times. That's Special Ed from Crank Anchors. Yay! You've got mail. Yay! Never met David Till though. I think Kill Tony's amazing. You know, I tell people all the time, man. The Green Room. It's funny. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I love going to see stand up, but if you ever get a chance to hang out in the Green Room, that's where jokes are born. You got to have a fucking special ed helmet and a life vest on to survive in those rooms. You know, I don't think I was built tough enough for those places. Too sensitive of a boy. Yeah, Kill Tony. Who's the heavyset kid with the dreadlocks? I love him. And then the his name Cal, the young skinny one, also has dreadlocks, I think. Bill Hicks was. He's another one too. Just any of those comics who died before like the internet boom kind of get forgotten, like Patrice and Mitch. David Lucas, yes, David Lucas. Thank you. And who's the young skinny Cam Robinson? Is that his name? So I saw Ari Shafir at the Orlando Improv, and I got to meet Brian Collinsworth, Brian Callen. I went to his show, but we wound up crossing paths downtown Asheville, North Carolina, the night of a big fight. I forget what it was, but we chatted for a little bit. He was a cool dude. But yeah, whoever that was, I think that was Steve Dave said Tough Crowd. Fucking Tough Crowd was That was a great. That was like the birth of like stand-up comics having a voice in the world. Either that or the Daily Show. I mean, Craig Kilborn had it for 2 years, but I'd say Jon Stewart's really the one that put it on the map and made it known for what it is, like satirical. You had Weekend Update with Norm back in the day, but what Jon Stewart was able to do by taking an academic approach with a comedic lens. Fuck, that show was. And then when him and Stephen Colbert started to team up, and he called Bill O'Reilly Papa Bill, man, that was fucking amazing. Trigger Happy TV. I don't remember that one. Yeah, Kids in the Hall was kind of fun back in the day. Um, who was or is my favorite politician? Wow, none. I got a chance to meet RFK briefly. He was a cool dude, but I'm not a Democrat. I'm a New York City kid. Giuliani kind of got us through 9/11. He was a hero back then, and now everybody forgets what he did and they hate him. Oh my God, yo, that was the yuppie hippie. He goes, yippee! Robinson passed away this weekend. I mean, yippee! Robinson passed away this week. Bro, I'm so glad that somebody else, like those are the things, because they're not on the internet, they just kind of fall to the wayside. Norm was OJ said, "Hey, those are my lucky stabbing gloves." And fuck it, what's the guy's name who runs? Somebody remind me the name of the guy who runs SNL. Lorne Michaels. Is that? Am I right? Is it Lorne? Lorne? He was like, if you do any more OJ jokes, you're fired. And Norm, like the gangster that he was, gave no fucks. Yeah, pour one out for Norm. It's crazy. I didn't realize how close him and Nick Swardson were. And Norm he always looked off in the distance like he knew something that nobody else did. Something was always uneasy about him, but he was just gliding through the world. Shout out to the ESPYs. How about when Will Ferrell went up to the stage as Tiger Woods? If no one's ever seen that, I suggest you run up there and check it out. Tiger was too busy or too big to go to the ESPYs, and Will Ferrell, they said, and for Male Athlete of the Year, 2000, Tiger Woods. And Will Ferrell walks up, and everyone's looking around like, what? And Will Ferrell just starts out with, people ask me, Tiger, what's it like to be the greatest athlete in the world? And I said, shut up! I'm Tiger Woods. Fucking Will Ferrell. I think Rub would appreciate. I think Norm would appreciate that. Back on. Bill Burr Bill Burr is fucking incredible. Bill Burr has. If you want to, there's a couple of things that Bill Burr has on the internet that I don't think a lot of people watch, and one of them is when he talks about the really contentious relationship he had with his father, and the first time he ever brought a girl home, and it was kind of crazy to hear Bill Burr get emotional. Like you got to see the genesis from where most of his comedy came from, and the end of it was he's like I'm fucking terrified to bring this girl home, and because his dad was a psycho, abusive drinker, and he's like, my father was just as nice as could possibly be to this girl, and he said, I found myself just thinking, like, where was this guy for the first 20 years of my life? And then he goes in and he talks. He was making like $5 a night at open mic nights, and he was with Nia, his wife. And he, I don't, God, it's such a good story. I don't want to like hatchet it or paraphrase it too much, but he wasn't making ends meet. He'd go to Denny's and get the all-you-can-eat pancakes just to fill his gut up because he was too broke. And one night he came home from making $5, and he said it was the first night he ever like was in the zone for comedy. And to make a long story short, which I never do, he came home after doing that. And he made $5. He had no money. He's broke as shit, and he's doing this little silly dance. And his wife looked really sad, and he's like, "What's the matter, Nia? What's the matter?" And she says, "I hope one day that I have a job that pays me $5 a day, and I come home smiling doing a dance." Bill Burr is. I've got a. I know something about Bill Burr. I'll keep it vague, but someone that's super tight with him. Unfortunately, the wife passed away, but Bill Burr wound up buying him like a Sprinter van, like one of the nice ones, so he could take her to and from her treatments, and got them a beachfront place so she could convalesce and recuperate. And people that were kind of in that world know about it, but it's stories like that never hit the airwaves. And I'm not connected to Bill Burr at all. I just know someone that is, and when I heard that, I was like, oh wow. All we always see is the funny angry guy, but we don't hear about that shit. No meth clause. It certainly does not. It certainly does not. But let me LARP a little bit. Let me pretend to be an attractive man for 6 minutes. Anybody else got any comics out there they want to shout out? People that they really appreciate, love, want to share with somebody else? I'd be curious. I got about 5 minutes till I get where I'm going. This was the first time I did like a solo stream, and I didn't mind it. Usually I hate being up here by myself. Ray Olympia. I'm actually getting close to being in shape for the first time in a while. I'm still probably 18, 20 pounds off, but I'm getting there, which is cool. I don't know who the fuck KD Rocket is, to be honest with you. Damn. Maniscalco? Okay. People would come over and mom would break out the Entenmann's. It was a big deal. The Sanka. Yeah, whenever I drive by a buddy's house sometimes, like I'll just randomly knock on the door, and 30 years ago, 20 years ago, that was acceptable. Now it's just considered fucking weird. Sad. Super sad, but true nonetheless. I don't know who KC Rocket is, Tom Chester. That's what was my favorite decade of SNL? I mean, fuck, dude. Like Adam Sandler, Spade, Tim Meadows, and Chris Rock and Norm. Like it's. I don't know if it was the best sketches, but man, those guys were fucking electric, dude. That generation of SNL launched the careers of Rob Schneider, Eddie Murphy, and Eddie Murphy was the ghetto Mr. Rogers, I think, Black Mr. Rogers, whatever they called him. Dude, I've been to fucking bananas. Holy shit. Which one? The one off Route 4? In the what is it? A Holiday Inn in the banquet room? Fuck yeah, Mike Myers, dude. That's Jesus Christ. He hasn't done much in the last decade, but he had that cool little cameo in Inglourious Bastards. Fuck yeah, I watched the Tom Brady. Yo, Tony Hinchcliffe's dismantling of Bert Kreischer says you look like the Tiger King and the Liver King were eating at Burger King, getting beaten like Rodney King. Holy shit, man. That was my one takeaway from that roast. Like, holy shit. Did he kiss his son on the lips? That's weird. Yeah, no, I'm gonna say no. Yeah, no, no. That's fucking weird. Caroline's, wow, that in the bottom of the West Bank Cafe. I've been there many times. Small world, Steve, Dave. I wonder if we ever met. They had Toppers on one side of the Belt Parkway. You had Governors in the East Side Comedy Club in the Brokerage. You had Pips Comedy Club in Brooklyn. A whole bunch of different places. Nikki Glazer is amazing. Yeah, and it's funny. It's like I think she's funny, not necessarily her material. She's just a funny lady. So talk about female comics, y'all. Miss Pat is a fucking savage. If nobody knows who Miss Pat is, go watch. Miss Pat is fucking. She is GOAT status for female comedians. I think she's the best female in the world right now. Miss Pat. Yeah, I think at this point in my life, man, I like comedy more than I like sports. Well, you have now, Pat Con. Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch. This is a relatively benign stream, friends. That's the. This is the first time Meth Claus has ever like actually typed in something not through fucking Chat GPT. You know what, wax on, wax off. You are without a doubt correct. Chuckles sets the standard. Absolutely fucking sets the standard. Yeah, talk radio used to be conversation used to be enough. We could just talk about past events, ideas, shoot some jokes, and I don't know. I think reality TV, whatever. Y'all want your drama, you can have it. I'm done trying to negate it. Not my place. God, this fucking guy. Look who always comes in at the end of the stream. All fucking Caucasian with a job and shit. Check your privilege at the door, LARP. Don't let your dockers hit you in the ass on the way out. Yeah, man, you had Opie and Anthony were fucking amazing back in the day. Howard Stern, Goomba Johnny, Elvis Duran, the Z Morning Zoo. I just said back on Nikki Glazer, Miss Pat are fucking hilarious. I never really got the. I never liked Amy Schumer. Roseanne Barr was fucking. She was killer. Joan Rivers was a fucking savage back in the day. But I never got the Whitney Cummings, Schlesinger, or Lisa Lampanelli shit. I just never, it never did anything to me. Favorite Schwarzenegger era? Probably about the time he made Eraser, where like no one ever questioned the fact that he like either had top secret clearance and obviously wasn't. No movies ever like mentioned his accent. He just sit there with a fucking minigun with an American flag over his head.
You fought Scotland 7 years ago. It's you make America great again.
Like no one. It's funny. The most American superhero was straight out of fucking Austria. Graz. Good for Arnold, though. We love him. But yeah, so for women, Roseanne Barr, Joan Rivers, Miss Pat, Nikki Glazer. Somebody remind me of her name. The girl from Grace Under Fire. She was a fun lady. If nobody goes live tonight, I might do an open panel because, well, just because, y'all. Just because. I got a long ass fucking drive, and I appreciate y'all. And I just showed up where I'm going. I hope everyone has an amazing day. Be well, y'all.